The sixth Aliyah contains an idea that's rather foreign to us moderns. It's the idea of dedicating an object or something of wealth to the temple. And what do we learn from this? What can we take from this idea when we don't have a temple and the idea of dedication is not one that we really live with anymore?
Well, I would say that what the Torah is saying, it's not necessarily got to be to the temple. It's the idea of our making a contribution or our effort to conduct ourselves in a particular manner that enhances the life of our community or enhances the life of those around us or even enhances our lives personally. And so if we make that kind of dedication, the Torah says you are responsible to follow through on that dedication. Because that sense of dedication, the word in Hebrew becomes hektish. It becomes sanctified to be used in a sanctified manner. So you can make this apply to a variety of setups and a variety of scenes. The key becomes your dedication and what that means. And once you made that dedication, then you have to follow through with that dedication. You can no longer make believe it didn't happen. You know the difference. It's you, inside you, but you know what you have to follow through. And the Torah says, once you make that dedication, you follow through, then you become a man of your word to yourself, and certainly to others.
So this idea of hekdesh, of sanctifying some sort of dedication, has to do with our internal spiritual life as much as anything else. And it reminds me of one of my favorite stories from the Talmud, I believe, in Brachot, that there's a rabbi who is tending his shop, and while he's tending his shop, he's at the time for reciting the Shema comes. So he starts to say the Shema, and during the recitation of the Shema, you're supposed to not interrupt yourself, right? So you have to focus and not answer other people while you're saying these words. So while he's reciting the Shema, someone walks in and offers him his asking price for an object in his store. But the rabbi can't respond because he's in the middle of the Shema. So he keeps reciting the words to himself. And the customer takes this as a negotiating tactic and then starts offering higher and higher prices, negotiating against himself because of the silence of the rabbi, the shopkeeper. So when the rabbi finishes the Shema, he says, "Oh, I'll sell it to you, but for the original asking price." And the customer is flummoxed because he's offered much more money. And the rabbi explains, well, when I was reciting the Shema, I couldn't respond to you. Yet, when you made your offer the first time, in my heart, I accepted it. And therefore, it is the price that it's the only price that's fair to charge you. So we see that when we conduct business, when we make dedications or offerings, being true to our inclination, being true to this soul that responds in a positive way, is important to being and to having an integrated and integral spiritual life. So it's a great lesson and one that we can all really learn from.